Hello, my name is Vishwa Ritesh Gurumkanda,
And my name is Aryan Shah.
and this is our American Enterprise Project Greater Success, and we are from Denmark High School.
So the purpose of this project is to educate students across different grade levels about the American enterprise system. We do this by approaching three different schools in Forsyth County. One is Denmark High School, two is Piney Grove Middle School, and three is Big Creek Elementary School. We approach Forsyth County as our target because Forsyth County is an excellent candidate with a student to teacher ratio of 16:1 and proficiency at least 70 to 75% proficiency displayed in core subjects like math and reading. We feel as if it's a good candidate. We start off by conducting a survey in Denmark High School. And these survey questions include, if asked to describe the enterprise system, would you be able to? And have you learned about the enterprise system ever? Both survey results came out to a majority of no's. And we concluded that there was a need to educate these students about the enterprise system, as most of these students did not learn about it in their school curriculum.
The next part of our planning consisted of 3 interviews. We interviewed Rhonda Youngblood, a CEO and co-founder of Infinite Camp Learning, Rob Dodd, a CEO of his own business, and Todd Jones, a Republican politician. Each of these people have backgrounds in American enterprise, and they gave great advice on what our project needs. They said that high school level needs to have soft skills, while the middle school and elementary need to learn American enterprise through interactive games and trivia. In our planning, we set goals for each of these levels. In the elementary level, we wanted to provide them with interactive games that would allow them to learn about the characteristics of American enterprise. We wanted to educate the students on efficient decision making, customer decision making, and we wanted to allow them to critical think. In the middle school level, we wanted to provide competitive games and trivia that allowed to learn American enterprise and good sportsmanship and relationships between peers. We wanted to have an open-ended discussion rather than just a lecture to promote critical thinking skills. We also wanted to give them a concrete idea of what American enterprise is by the end of our lesson. In the high school level, we wanted to present the idea of American enterprise, and if they already knew it, we wanted to expand on it. We wanted to hold workshops to teach them about important soft skills like proper etiquette that would be needed in the business world. We wanted to teach them the significance of finding a job and provide them with job shadowing opportunities and internships to prepare them for their careers. The next part, we wanted to ask the principals for their approval in our research. We asked Miss Laura Webb of Big Creek Elementary and Miss Pam Pajersky of Piney Grove, and they both gave their approval. Then we finalized our project and continued with the execution.
To kick off the execution, in the month of October, we visited Big Creek Elementary School, and we involved the kids in a game where they had to perform a certain amount of tasks with a certain amount of money. This displayed the conserving money and it simulated something that they would be seeing in the real world. Then we introduced them into some supply and demand brain pops, which introduced them to capitalism and free trade. Moving on to middle school, we introduced them in an online economic American enterprise orientation, then moved them to online Jeopardy about American enterprise. And then we involved them in a discussion involving properties and businesses and the selling and owning of these. And then we allowed them to play some Monopoly. In the high school level, we created teams meetings for workshops about job skills and proper etiquette. We introduced them to guest speakers. We even gave them assignments at the end to see what they learned from those workshops. We also explained to them about active consumer involvement and also about the value of teamwork in business-oriented projects. We were featured on the Forsyth County News webpage about our workings with the American Enterprise Project. We also featured our workings with our principal, Ms. Heather Gordy, in Denmark High School through the morning announcements. We were also featured on Denmark High School's Instagram webpage about our findings and our results.
In our evaluation, we concluded that COVID-19 was partly responsible for limiting our results. We concluded that we would have more access to students and more allowance to learn to people to learn about American enterprise. In the results of our project, we s- s- gave them a survey about, do you feel like you have learned a lot about American enterprise? And the results are shown. This way, we concluded that a lot of people actually learned about American enterprise, and we actually saw them applying these skills in their everyday life, with high schoolers finding job shadowing opportunities and internships, middle school students applying their customer decision making in real life, and also elementary students doing the same. We had three goals at the beginning of our project. We wanted to get over 100 people to actively participate in our project. We broke that goal by a huge margin. We came to a total of 367 students. And our second goal was if they could apply their skills in everyday life, which was cleared by our survey and us seeing them in action. Finally, our third goal was to make students understand about American enterprise, which was cleared through the survey as well. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Thank you.